As the world deals with COVID, I had a notion to go on a series of walks subtitled Poetry in Motion, highlighting popular places in my adopted home city, each one narrated with an original ditty. It sounded like a challenging task, lots of walking while wearing a mask, showing things to see along each route, as I clock up the miles sightseeing on foot. History presented in an unconventional way, pictures combined with interesting wordplay. I hope you enjoy my rambling talks as you accompany me on Zoom's Auld Reekie Walks. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Zoom's Auld Reekie Walks. This time it gives me great pleasure to show you around my back garden of Holyrood Park, both from within the park and on the outskirts, what you can see from the inside. I hope you enjoy this little tour. Just to give you a reference point, here is the map of Edinburgh, and here is the park, which is southeast of the city centre. We are going to begin at the Holyrood entrance to the park, generally circling clockwise, but not focusing too much on the middle on the first lap, before saving the best for last. A lap of the park is around 3 miles in length. The road rises sharply on the east side before flattening out and then plunging downhill on the west side. There is also a low road at the southern end of the park, with entry from Duddingston village. I hope you enjoy this voyage of discovery. Let's head out there now. The Palace of Holyroodhouse is the monarch's Edinburgh home, beside a beautiful park which invites you to roam. Originally an abbey dating from 1128, it's unrecognisable today from its original state. Holyrood means Holy Cross, and opposite it works Scotland's boss. The Scottish Parliament is where the country is run. Architecturally modern, it cost the nation a ton. Now into the park itself we go, as we begin our tour both high and low. St Margaret's Well moved here from Restalrig, when a railway depot meant foundations to dig. The first small rise is Haggis Now. A view into the Firth of Forth it will allow. Just east of there, make sure a visit is paid to St Margaret's Loch, a feature man-made, created by Prince Albert in 1856. Its wildlife should feature in your pics. On any day, if you're in luck, you'll see swans, geese, and the occasional duck. An interesting fact that is worth noting is that it was once used as a pond for boating. The road now winds upwards around Winnie Hill. Loved by dog walkers, it's peaceful and still. Dunsapie Loch is where the road plateaus, a good spot for photographs with a pose. The panoramic view is most pleasant. You may see here a wandering pheasant. An ice cream van parks here when the weather is hotter. Keep your eyes peeled for a sighting of the otter. You can climb up Dunsapie Crag, an easy ascent, so you won't start to flag. On the lower fringe of the park lies the Heid Inn, serving hearty food, beer and the odd shot of gin. Since 1360 has there been an inn on this site, though unconfirmed, so unsure if that's right. A story for military history fans is that prior to the Battle of Prestonpans, sustained here by ale made from barley, under the leadership of bonny Prince Charlie, a Highland charge in battle by the Jacobite, put the English once more to flight. At Duddingston Loch, measuring 20 acres, awaits a beautiful sunrise for early wakers. If you miss that, it's a pity, as it's the only natural loch in the city. A nature reserve since 1925, this helps all the wildlife there to thrive. Destroyed Bronze Age weapons here were once stored, now known as the Duddingston Loch hoard. Henry Raeburn painted here in the 1790s. His skating minister will always please. There are plenty of swans who are breeding, either swimming about or happily feeding. Listen out for a disturbance of peace. You may hear the honk of some grey-lag geese. Adjacent on a former deer estate is Prestonfield Golf Club, a course of first rate. In 1920 its grass was laid, designed by 5 times Open winner James Braid. Alongside Prestonfield House, luxurious 5-star, a hotel frequented by guests from afar. In its grounds live Highland cattle and peacocks, seen by many on their garden walks. From this next viewpoint, many an ascent will launch, looking up at the lion's head and haunch. Along the path known as Piper's Walk, whose name is explained in this little talk. 1778 was the date. The Seaforth Highlanders mutinied over their fate. Overseas was rumoured to be their new beat, so they headed in protest for Arthur's Seat. The public gave them a piper, water and food. The piper paced this path to brighten their mood. But instead let us head back down the hill. On our right the view gives us an awesome thrill. Salisbury Crags, aged 340 million years. A marvellous view up top to help overcome fears. The rough track at the foot left the enlightened annoyed, and Walter Scott gave jobs to radical weavers unemployed. To lay a better track there was their task, now named the Radical Road, should someone ask. We are back at our starting point, so now we will go up the middle this time, where the lava did flow. The 1500s treasurer of the Cannon Gate, John Hunter, would be remembered beyond that date. The King's Meadow was a bog he did drain for Mary Queen of Scots during her reign. Our dynamic earth now stands near that site, with its unusual roof of gleaming white. Grundle's Mire was the reward, as the area was then known, a 19-year lease of land for his own. Resplendent in all weathers, sunshine, rain or fog, this land is now known as Hunter's Bog. Passing Haggis now again, heading along the dry dam, an appealing route when the weather is calm. On the left are the remains of St. Anthony's Chapel, all mysterious when on it the light does dapple. The Pope helped pay for repairs in 1426, and around it is heard many camera clicks. Onwards and upwards, keep going if you will. We are nearing the top once we reach Crow Hill, an Iron Age hill fort from 2000 years ago, and cultivation terraces are preserved down below. One last look upwards towards the sky. You can see the trig point, that is no lie. The park's showpieces ahead, Arthur's Seat, Edinburgh's high point, 823 feet, an extinct volcano for millions of years. All that exercise is worth a few beers. A popular location, always busy up there, great views all around at which to stand and stare. We are now at the end, having reached the summit. Just watch your footing, so that you don't plummet. I hope you've enjoyed this wee ditty. See you soon for more Auld Reekie walks around the city. Join me next time as I go for a walk around the meadows and Bruntsfield links.